Hi guys, I hope everything is good. I'm making a third video of the Pheek talks. It's been a long time since I've done one, and just to make it really quick, I'm sorry that I kind of abandoned the project. It was a little bit of a personal reason behind it, but basically I sort of questioned why I was doing that and really was wondering if it was really helping or something. I know some people pointed out it was cool, but yada yada yada. Um, Here comes my third video, and this time I would like to address music coaching through my page, which is audioservices.studio. It's working well, and it's super exciting to see people jumping into the project with me, asking me for advice, asking me for mentoring, and I love it. What the concept is, it's basically just giving information on things that I feel can help the person to achieve his goals. So we set goals short term, long term, and then we try to get there. Also, I want to make some webinars for them, for you guys, if you are watching this. And I think it can be a lot of fun as well, as we can discuss different ways to get there. So this talk is about production because the most common request that I get through the coaching list is regarding production. People ask me how to make an EP, how to make 4 tracks, how do I get there? And I realize there's a few misconceptions. First one, an EP, just to clarify, is 3 or 4 tracks. Ideally, you want 4. You want really one good hit, a second one which is more of a like a sustaining for the first one, and then you want an ambient track and maybe a tool. So this is how you have a really solid EP that you can sell, and it will sell tons. Now to do that, the point is not I'm going to start 4 tracks and then my EP will be done. That's not how it works. If you're working on an EP or an album, if that's your project, then you need to make a shitload of tracks. You need to make about a ratio of about 5 to 10 tracks to have one that you really love. This is how it works. Unless you're extremely gifted at making music or have a lot of experience like me, then like it takes 1 or 2 tracks and then you're happy. Um, but it takes a long time. It takes practice too, and that's totally fine. So what I say to people is this is a challenge that I give to a bunch of them. It's about making one loop per day for uh, like 2 weeks if you can, uh, if that's not too much. And if you can do more, that's even better. Like if we're talking about 3 weeks, that's even better. The reason is you want multiple ideas and then you want to juggle with the best ideas. So in one loop, for instance, you will have a killer groove, but the idea is like, it's okay. In another track, you find out this really amazing melody that really gives you goosebumps, but the percussion is not so great, right? And then the third track, you have kind of a good combo of both, but nothing is really standing out. So what are you going to do with these? Are you going to finish the 3 tracks and then think you're going to release them? That's kind of possible, but it's not the best option. Best option is you take the best of each track and either you start a new track and then you take the best percussion and the best idea, and that track will be sort of the reminiscence or the recycling of the first 3 that you've done. Are the first 3 tracks done? No, you can still use them later. But the third track, it's going to be really amazing because you're going to have really great percussion, you have a great idea, and that's all you need to get started. So what is happening with the other one? Are you keeping the melody? Yes, you can keep the melody because what you can do is you can down pitch, slice, mangle, randomize, um, You can granulate that melody, and also it can be a different version than the third track or the fourth track, sorry. So in that sense, you nothing is lost, right? So maybe only the last track that you're going to be working on is going to be great, and then eventually you're going to be using the other ones. But my point is always look forward. If you look forward, if you make new tracks, then your ears are always fresh, and I can tell you, you will improve each time you start a new project. Another thing that I really encourage you to do is each time you're gonna, and this is something I do, even though like I've been producing for a long time, each time you start a new project, open YouTube, uh, search for a tutorial, um, and then it can be like, let's say you work in live, it can be a tutorial for Logic or something else, and try to find suggestion ideas, and then look on the bar on the side for other suggestions on the same topic. And then from that, you'll get one idea that you can practice. So that idea that you practice is A, you learn something new, or you perfect something you already knew, and then it gives you a new idea to start something. And then from there, that while you practice what you've learned, maybe it won't be that great, but the point is maybe in 6 months you will reopen that, remember that you practice that day on a specific content, and then you can work with that and make something new. So that's extremely useful and productive. And what you want, you don't want to stall and not get shit done. You want things to be working and working really fast. So on that point, this is like to stay productive. I also made videos on how to start a track. I will continue that later. I'm just trying to find kind of the next avenue to upgrade the tutorial and make it even more fun. And lastly, uh, don't wait for a great idea to start making music. And that was one of the reasons why it took me a long time to make a video, because I was like, oh, I need to find like a really good idea to make a video because my video needs to be better than the one before. Well, if you think that way, you're never going to do anything, and you're going to end up like me taking 8 months to make another video, which is not so great. In this video, like I'm doing it right, like from my studio between two jobs, and it is what it is. And maybe there will be a piece of advice in there that will interest you or not. So hopefully this reaches to you. Subscribe to my channel. Come visit me on my website. Drop a line. Say hello. I love speaking to everyone. And have a great day. And share me your production. I want to listen to everything that you guys are doing. Thank you. Have a good day.